Hi everybody, welcome back to Lovely Girlie Bits. It's time for my 2014 favourites. Which 2014 kind of sounds like it was ages ago, but it was really only like very recently. There were so many products to tell you all about, and I was going through my makeup drawers, not my drawers, and I was kind of picking out the things that I loved and that kind of stood out to me. And so I don't have one thing per category. I might do that next year because this is probably going to be a really long video, but these are the things what I loved in 2014, and if there's anything that I have reviews on in the blog, I'll leave the link below. It's probably pretty much everything, let's be honest. Okay, look, I have like this box of stuff, and then I have like other things there, and then I have like skincare and perfumes up there. I might split this into two videos, we'll see. Okay, let's start with the visage. So at the start of last year, I was in love with the Bourjois 123 Perfect CC Cream. And I still love this a lot, but I've kind of fallen in love with another kind of foundation that I'll tell you about in a second. But this gives a really nice, light, natural coverage. And I love this so much that I actually repurchased this. Now that is saying something, isn't it, fellow makeup junkies, for me to repurchase something. And this is in the shade 31, and it's supposed to help combat anti-fatigue, anti-redness, anti-dark spots. It's just a really nice base, that's all I know. I feel nice when I wear it, and that's the main thing. And so when I use this, I use it with this. This is the Nima brush. Now I'm not sure which, what it's called, but I did do a review on this because this one took over my Real Techniques buffing brush, which is saying something, and I have a review kind of comparing the two of those. But this is from Neve Martin, Irish brand, and look, it's really thick, it's really dense. It's like the bristles are like longer, thicker, denser than the Real Techniques buffing brush, and you can really work the product into the skin. Absolutely love this. Still use this when I'm not using my sponge, my beauty blender. But yeah, this has totally overtaken the Real Techniques buffing brush, and I know I'm going like this, but that means that I have like lots of feelings about this. But these two are match made in heaven, and I pretty much use this for all my foundations except for the next foundation. So remember, I loved this, and then also this, the Estee Lauder Double Wear. Like seriously, I bought this a couple of years ago in the CCO in New York, and I think I tried it with my fingers, and I just thought it was really thick and heavy and cakey, and I was like, what is everybody going on about, saying that it's brilliant? So then I stopped using it. I started using it last year with this. Now this is quite malformed and it's dirty and everything, but this is the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. This has changed my facial life in the fact that I actually think I'm going to finish this foundation, which is insane because I have a lot in my stash. So the Miracle Complexion Sponge, it just works so perfectly. Like it gives, I'm wearing it now, and it gives the most natural finish, and it doesn't leave it cakey or dry or leave like flaky bits on my skin. This has just transformed this into something that I wear pretty much every day, and I've been wearing it almost every day. I wish this had a pump, that's the only thing, because like you can see I've made a holy mess and it's a pain in the hole. But anyway, it gives the most gorgeous natural finish, and it's a long lasting foundation as well. So I can put this on in the morning, and if I'm going out after work, it still stays put. And these are just like meant to be together. Now I did buy the beauty blender over in New York, and I know I do love it. It hasn't reached 2014 favourite status, and I have to kind of compare and contrast to this one properly, but they're just fantastic. See, and it's stay in place makeup, and it does stay in place. And I urge you, if you have had issues with this, with drying and cakiness, buy one of these. But first, read my blog post on these, I'd say, in the next few days. And they're just together. They're like the little holy trinity of foundations. Now in terms of concealer, there was only one that I used consistently throughout the year, and it is brilliant. This is the Clarins Instant Concealer. Highly recommend this. This is in the shade 02. Now this was given to me, and I thought, oh god, it's going to be really dark because shade 01 is the lightest. But it's perfect for combating the blue, black circles, what I have under my eyes. And it's brilliant. It doesn't cake, it doesn't crease. Obviously I have to set it because I have like kind of oily combination skin, and I have to set my foundation, I have to set my foundation, but I also have to set my concealer, otherwise it will cake. This is just brilliant. You can use it on blemishes, you can use it basically as like a light foundation if you wanted to kind of dab it all over your cheeks. But for the under eye circles, this is the business. And it's in a tube, which is really nice for like hygiene purposes, and this is going to last me for ages. Continuing on with the face theme, this is the powder of life, honestly. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Diffused Light. I've used this pretty much every day, and look, I still haven't hit pan. Do you know what? I don't know when I'm going to hit pan on this, hopefully soon. Just gives the most airbrushed, soft glow. And like a lot of people when they're watching the videos, they'll say, oh my god, your skin looks really nice. It's this. It's my makeup and it's this. Just the business. And do you know what? Even though I have a lot of powders in my stash and with the trio that I have, I will repurchase this when I finish because I just think it's perfect for me. Like it gives a glow, but it, like you can see it has slight shimmer, like a pearlescent finish to it. And I just think that I love it a lot. Now in terms of contouring, this was the highlight of my life last year. This is the 17 Define and Conquer Contour Kit and it looks like so. It has your contour shade, your highlighting shade, and this contour shade, it is brilliant for sculpting out the out cheekbones and for like sculpting out the out forehead if you have a massive one like myself. And then this shade is, it's supposed to be highlighting shade. Now it's very, very finely milled and it just gives more of like a very faint pearlescent sheen, but without looking greasy or shiny or glittery, if that makes sense. And I use this a lot to kind of set my under eye concealer because it just gives like a little bit more brightness to the skin, and I have really been enjoying that for a budget brand. Top freaking notch. I use that a lot. Also another highlighter that I have loved, this is the number 7, where are we? Instant Radiance highlighter. And first of all, just the packaging is just brilliant and so handy for throwing in your makeup bag. And then it comes in a little twist up thingy and it gives a really nice kind of pearlescent sheen to the skin. It's like one of those champagne highlighters and you can dab it along your cheekbone, on your cupid's bow, even on your brow bone if you like, and it gives a nice sheen to this. I know I keep saying sheen, but it does give a really nice sheen to the skin without it looking wet or sticky or, you know, M word. You know what that word is. Don't say it. I know you said it. But I've really been enjoying that. I think I've read that Clinique has a new version of these coming out, but this is like cheap as chips and it's brilliant. Really, really brilliant. Let's go on to Les Cheeks, shall we? Now you know that this was going to make an appearance. You know that. I know that. You know that look. It's the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in Dim Infusion. And it's the coral one, of course, because Lord knows I love my corals. And this is like the coral pigment, it's marbleized with the finishing powder, and this just gives the most gorgeous glow to the skin, but giving colour as well to your cheeks. And for ages this is the only blush that I was using, and I kind of felt bad for my other blushes, but what can you do? And absolutely love this. Now I know I did buy the blush palette recently, and even though this looks like that, it's not the same. Hold on, I'll show you. It's not the same. It's not. Absolutely love these so much, and they are spendy, but they're unlike any other blush that I have in my stash. And I think it's just that hybrid of blush and powder. I just use it. Like, this is the most gorgeous neutral blush. You can wear it with anything. It's mood exposure. And this is Incandescent Electra. You know that I love them. Like, you know that. I'm just like stating facts here. But Hourglass Ambient Blush, the more you bring out, the more I'm going to buy it. That's the moral of the story, basically. And so also, when I wasn't using the Hourglass blushes, I had these on my face. These are the Tarte Amazonian Clay blushes. This is in the shade Exposed. Open it now. It's perfect, it's neutral, it's amazing. And then this is Tipsy. It's bright, it's coral. It doesn't, oh shit, it doesn't look that crazy on your face in the pan, but if you love coral blushes, you need to try and order this from Sephora or Amazon or eBay or wherever. This is the shade Tipsy and it is spectacular. These last for ages. The pigmentation is incredible, so a little goes a long way, and like lightly, softly, gently, blendy. And absolutely love those. And obviously, like I bought more on as away because I'm a collector for the blog, yeah. For eyebrows, there were 2 standout products last year, and you know this and I know this, and I'm just wasting my time telling you, but I'm gonna anyway. And it's Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, and this is the shade Ash Blonde, I believe. No, it's the shade Taupe. I thought I was using Ash Blonde. Anyway, I love it. I usually buy these from Cult Beauty. I think this has like been my second or my third one, and when I finish it I'm going to keep buying more because I love them. If you're crap at your brows, then use this, because the pencil part, like on this side, is teeny weeny, and it means you can do little fine hair strokes if you like. You're not going to overdraw your brows too much. And then on the other end is the much needed spoolie. You need to comb those puppies into place. Brilliant. And then last year when I was repurchasing this, I bought this, and this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills again Dip Brow Pomade in Blonde. It looks like this. Looks like eyeshadow, but it's not. It's like one of those really thick, kind of creamy formulas that you use on an angled brush on your brows. Now, little goes a bloody long way with this. So my advice is dip in, wipe a lot of it on the back of your hand, and then kind of go gently. because otherwise you will look like this. But this stuff stays put all day. A lot of the times when I'm filming I will use this, or if I'm going out I'll use this. You know, you just need something a little bit more than a pencil, but this still looks really natural on your skin if you don't go demented with it. Anastasia for the win. Just wish we could get them here, like in a physical place. So over the course of 2014 I tried a lot of mascaras. You know that, I know that. I love doing blog posts on mascaras because the pictures speak for themselves. Like, you know, you can see them, I can see them. There's no airbrushing, there's no fake lashes put in. What you see is what you get. And so there were 4. And I know that's a lot, but still, in the grand scheme of life, like when you see how many I have in my stash, these are the 4 that stood out to me on my lashes big time. Okay, first of all, the Bourjois Volume 1 Second Mascara. I loved this version and I loved the waterproof version. I loved this one so much that I bought the waterproof version for Joanne's wedding, and it's the only waterproof mascara, I think I threw it out, it's the only waterproof mascara that I've used that looks exactly the same as the original version, and it stayed put through all of the tears that came out of my eyeballs that day. And yeah, it's such a brilliant mascara. Absolutely love it. And I've also loved the 17 Falsifeye HD mascara. Now this one is the business. If you want something that will give you length and curl and lift and separation, this is the one for you. I'll leave all the blog posts below and you'll see before and after photos, you'll see them in action. But this one is spectacular for, as I said, for length, and like there is no such thing as clumping when it comes to this mascara. It's brilliant. And also I've loved the number 7 Lash Impact Mascara, the one what looks like Christmas. And this is the Intense Volume Control. Now I know that there is a black version of this, but the red version is brilliant. And this gives just gorgeous thick kind of, this gives more volume than it does length, but it gives like thickness and swooshiness. And what I like to do is I like to pair these two together. And so I'll put the red one on, I'll put the number 7 one on, which will give the volume, and then I'll put the 17 one on, which will give length. That's what I'm wearing today. But you know what, they're affordable, they're in the chemists, and just spectaculars. Actually, these are all chemist ones. My last one, it's the IsaDora Flashing Volume Mascara. Now this one is brilliant. Hold on. The wand is teeny weeny, like so, but this is a great going out mascara. Now it does pack on a lot of product onto your lashes, but if you're a person like me who's like scared of false lashes and likes to wear a lot of mascara when you're going out, or if you have like heavy eye makeup and you need a mascara that's kind of going to hold its own against the makeup, then this is the one to try. Tiny little wand means that you can get every little hair like on the inner corner, outer corner, but try and kind of scrape off as much product as you can, because it does deposit a lot of product. If you don't mind that, put that on, and then maybe put this one on to kind of comb through. But this is fantastic for smoky eye, for dark looks that you need like loads of lashings and lashing of mascara. It's brilliant. Okay, let's talk about the eyeballs. You know this. The Smashbox Full Exposure. I have spoken about this so many times, and they brought out a new one, the double exposure, so I can't wait to get my hands on that. But I've absolutely fallen in love with this mascara, or not this mascara, fell in love with this palette early last year, and I used it consistently throughout the whole year. As a row of mattes, a row of shimmers. Use the shimmers with your finger to apply over the matte. It's brilliant. I think I did a couple of videos on this, so I'll leave the links below, and I'll leave the link below showing swatches and everything. Love this a lot. And then next, you know that this was going to be in it. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Dolce Vita Quad, you know that. I've done videos and blog posts on these, so I'll leave the links for those below. But this is just the best eyeshadow palette of my life, in the fact that I have green eyes and it just makes them so much greener. This pigmentation is brilliant, and then you have this shade here on the bottom that you can, it's shimmery, that you can put on the top to add a little bit more oomph. And I know I've said it in videos before, love the fact they don't have those little applicators that nobody uses. And yeah, I think I just can't recommend these enough. They're €50. I know that's spendy, but that's $12.50, isn't it? Yeah, that's $12.50 per eyeshadow. That's not that bad at all in the grand scheme of life. It's not. But I absolutely love this, and long may you live on my eyelids. Now onto the more affordable end of the scale. I've loved these single eyeshadows from L'Oreal. They are, what are they called? Ombre Pure. And I think I was sent maybe 2, and I bought 4 more or 5 more after this. And I'm wearing a couple of these at the moment, and I'll leave a link below because I'm going to have a blog post on this eye makeup look. Some of them are shimmery, some of them are matte, some of them are like metallic. They're just like butter. These ones feel, this one is in the shade Nude, and this is the shade Matte. Oh wait, no it's not. This is the shade Over the Taupe, shade 200, and this is the shade 106 Breaking Nude. And they're just fabulous. Like even the matte ones, like look at that. That's like, it's buttery, but it's powdery, but it's soft and it's pigmented, and they are an absolute joy to use. I don't know if I've done a blog post on these. I must actually do that one because they need a lot of love, and I haven't read a huge amount about them online, but these are handy for like popping in my makeup bag if I need to put more makeup on when I'm going out and I don't have a lot of space, or I don't want to carry a lot of stuff with me. And I love that you can see the colour through the front. Those things make me happy, just because. And I also fell in love with the Max Factor Excess Shimmer shadows this year, or last year. This is in the shade Copper. I'm wearing it on my eyelids right now, and these are brilliant. They have like a moussey texture, and there are 6 shades altogether. 3 of them are really nice, 3 of them are kind of pale, weird colours. But the more neutral shades are spot on. But I've done a blog post on these showing all swatches and everything, and I'll leave the link for those below. But if you're looking for something, things like these are handy for a nail wash colour. You just like dab them on. You can use your finger to dab them on as well, and they're brilliant. They stay put for ages and they're lovely. You can blend them, or you can build them up as well, because what I like to do is I like to kind of put a wash of colour on and blend it, and then I apply more with my finger just onto the eyelid for more of a of colour. And then I had to talk about this. These are the Wet n Wild eyeshadow trios. This is in Walking on Eggshells, and do you know what? This is one of the most brilliant basic palettes ever. This shade is for your eyelid, for your crease, or for your brow bone. The brow bone one is a little bit shimmery for me, but these two are brilliant, and they just give a really nice neutral eye in minutes. They blend so easily, they have great pigmentation, and they're just brilliant. They're cheap as chips. This is the Wet n Wild Comfort Zone eyeshadow palette, and I think I did a blog post on this recently. This shade is just spectacular. If you're looking for a dupe for Max Club, this is the one. This is like the one shadow smoky eye. It's like a duochrome. I haven't used the other ones too. I haven't used the green ones. I've used that one, and I've used kind of these ones, and they're just so nice. Like, they're just, if you want something that's travel friendly, that's light, that you can do like a lot of eyeshadow looks with it, then give this a go. Onto the lip products. I know I have a lot of lip products. Okay, first of all, I need to talk to you about this lip balm. This is from Life. I think this is the Space NK own brand, and it's Daily Fix Lip Care. This is the best lip balm of life. I did it funny. You know me, I suffer from really dry lips, and if I feel any kind of cracking or dry skin, I end up peeling it off, and then it just ends up this horrible cycle of like cracked lips constantly. This is fantastic. It's like a kind of a clear gel, and it's really soothing, and it's thick but without being sticky. But also when you put it on, and if you do this, you can't feel like any of the dry skin, or if you have like extra bits of like crappy skin. And if you use this overnight, you wake up with smooth, lovely lips. And I've repurchased this. I brought this to New York with me, and Joanne and Stephen both use it. I think Mum did as well, but Joanne and Stephen were like, where'd you get that? Can we get some of that too? It's really, really good. And so I shall continue to use this forever and ever, amen, because it's just brilliant. Brilliant. Last year this lipstick came into my life, and it's one of the Jolie Rouge from Clarins, and it's in the shade 20, Coral Tulip. I don't know if it's limited edition or not, but if you can find it, get it. It is just gorgeous. You know me, you know I love my corals, but this coral is just, I know it looks bright and demented in the tube, but it just it's kind of semi-sheer, and it leaves a real glossy finish to the lips, and it has like this just sheen, and it has like very slight sparkle in it. It is just the best lipstick for spring and summer. I'm keeping that because I love it. On the coral end of things, I loved the Max Factor, what are they called? These things. What are they called? I don't know, there's no name on them. They're from Max Factor, and they look like this. And this is in the shade Enchanting Coral, of course it is. And I literally have barely any left. I love this shade so bloody much. It's so nice. These came out during the summer last year, and they're just fantastic in terms of pigment. I think they're supposed to be really strong pigmentation, but they're really quite sheer, but really easy to wear, easy to lash on when you don't have a mirror. And I think I was tearing my way through this. I need to try and like stand this up to see how much I have left, because it's all kind of stuck to the sides and nothing will come out, because I've used it pretty much all up. And I probably will repurchase this when I finish. Like, that's saying a lot. I just really, really love this shade. And then also from the chemist, we have the NYX butter glosses. NYX finally came to Ireland last year, and we were all just so happy. And then I just went wild to the chemist, and I just bought like a load of the butter glosses because I love them. And this is the shade Creme Brulee. Now I have a few in my stash. I think I'll leave a link below for all the swatches and everything that I've done. But if you want something that has pigmentation, that has slip, that has moisturising qualities, that stays put for like a decent amount of time for a gloss, and that isn't sticky, then the butter glosses are the business. And they're really nice for layering over lipsticks as well. And I always have one or two of these in the bottom of my bag. Always. So much so I had to like search for these because they're just scattered around all my handbags. Also from the chemist, we got the Maybelline Colour Whispers last year, and this is in the shade Caramel Infused, and this is always in my handbag as well because it is the most fantastic neutral shade, easy again to lash. I'm really all about the lipsticks that you can put on without having to look in a mirror, or like if you're walking down the road, or if you're standing outside somewhere and you're about to go in, that you can like put it on and not look demented with it up your face. And these are kind of like liquid lipsticks, but like glosses as well. They're like one of those hybrid, and they smell quite perfumey, but I really enjoy using them a lot. I love this one, and I love the Mandarin Rapture as well. I love them, they're fantastic. And if they bring out more shades, I'm gonna buy them. And also on the same scheme of things are these things from, I think these are like L'Oreal Liquid Extraordinaire or something. They don't have the name on them either. This is the shade Malta Mauve, and really similar to the Maybelline versions, but still just as good, just as pigmented, just as comfortable to wear on the lips. They feel moisturising, they feel nourishing. I don't know if they actually are. All I know is that I enjoy wearing them a lot. And again, always in my handbag, always at my desk. Oh, that smells quite perfumey as well. And again, look, we got the Maybelline Colour, what are they called? Colour Drama Velvet Lip Pencils. This is the shade Fab Orange, and these are brilliant. They're quite similar to the NARS versions. They glide on really easily for like a matte velvet lip pencil. They glide on easily, they don't drag or tug on the lips, they stay on for ages, and they're brilliant. I'll leave a link below with all the swatches, but these are always in my handbag, one or two of these. And if you're a bit scared of red lips, then you can like put these on and then not worry that it's going to be up your face and on your teeth. These are brilliant, long lasting, happy days. Finally, in the lipstick part, we have Charlotte Tilbury. Now, I got Coachella Coral, I got this given to me when it first launched. It's quite a thick lipstick, but once you warm it up on your lips, it kind of becomes easier to blend in. I love the packaging, they're really handy, and they're kind of like rose gold, and I love the packaging of all her range, but I particularly love the lipsticks. I got this last summer, and then I also bought Bitch Perfect recently, and they're so nice. They're really easy to wear, really comfortable on the lips, and I think I'm gonna be collecting these. And then to go with that, I got the Lip Cheat in Pillow Talk. This is all Amelia Liana's fault. This is just one of those lip liners that works pretty much with every lipstick, and I used it today I have a NARS lipstick on today, and I use that kind of just to colour in my lips, to give them a bit of shape. And yeah, it's such a really nice neutral lip liner. When I bought that, I bought this as well. This is one of the lip glosses in, what's it called? Sweet Stiletto. And for lip gloss, it's really pigmented, but you can see that it's quite neutral in shade. And it's slightly on the sticky end of things, but it means that it stays put for ages, and it doesn't give like those lines, you know, and you kind of go, really like this. And I want to get, there's a nude one out as well that I would like, and I think there's a red one out that I would like too. But a lot of the times I wear this and this together for just a really nice neutral nudie patootie lip that stays put for ages, and that just feels really nice. Like this liner stays put for ages, and then when the gloss wears off, I could just apply it on again because this is still there. Just so good. Those are the makeup products that I've loved for 2014. Did you see anything that you liked? Did I miss out anything? I'm going to feel so bad if I missed out on anything huge. But I went through my drawers and I kind of picked out the things that spoke to me, that made me go, yeah, I need to tell everybody about my love for this again. Okay, so now I'm going to film part 2. Okay, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe and leave a comment below and do all the things, and leave all my links below if you want to follow us everywhere, and I shall see you very, very soon. Okay, bye.